So I'm May Dulau, right? I live in Honolulu, Hawaii. I usually broadcast on Wednesday morning, but today I am broadcasting on Thursday because I slept in yesterday. I just couldn't wake up. I didn't hear my alarm. It was like, oh my God. So that's why I'm broadcasting now. So thanks for being on. And today's topic is really exciting. It is about free time and the virtues of having free time. So it's going to be fun and you're going to love it. So let's begin. Hi, KUT, welcome. Hi, Darcy, welcome. So I used to, so I live in Honolulu, Hawaii. Well, sorry. Was there going to be a webinar? Someone's asking me if there's a webinar. I'm on live now. It's so funny. I just got a text. So hi, one sovereign, welcome. So anyways, thanks for the hearts. So Honolulu, Hawaii. I live in Honolulu, Hawaii, and I love where I live. It's a great place. I didn't always live here either. I didn't grow up here. So I really like the beach, though. I actually spent last weekend living on the beach in these 3 cottages with a bunch of other ladies for a retreat. And one morning I just went running. It was like 6:30ish, and I just went running, and I ended up at Laie Point, which is this beautiful rocky point that just juts out into the ocean with all these islands nearby. Hi, Darcy. Thank you for all the love. Thanks for being a super fan. Hi, Jay Demio. Welcome. Thanks for inviting your followers, too. So I went running down the beach, and it was gorgeous. I didn't bring my phone, so I didn't do any lives. You know, I was a retreat. So I was at the ocean, and I just wanted to run out. And I sat there on the cliffs. Like, I explored the cliffs. They had places where you could climb down, sit on these rocks, and, you know, sit over the ocean. It was just the most beautiful place. You definitely have to come here to Oahu sometime and go to Laie Point. But it was amazing. And I just sat there for 2.5 hours and just watched the ocean and listened to and then climbed around the rocks. And it was just amazing. And I didn't have a watch. I didn't have a cell phone. I looked at the sun to make sure, because I had a massage at 1 o'clock that day. And the sun was still before noon when I was heading back. I walked back along the beach. So that's what I did last weekend. So it was really nice. And so I live here in Honolulu, Hawaii, and I really love it. I love the open air. I love nature. I love the water. I was in the ocean a lot too. After the massage, I jumped in the water and I had my goggles, right? So I could see all the fish and the coral, and it was wonderful. So I highly recommend you coming out to Hawaii sometime and just experiencing. I'm really into that. So but I want to share with you my story so you understand a little bit about me before I get started. So I've been in Hawaii for a while. I used to work at a bank, and I used to not really have all that much free time where I could do things like I just said, because I had to work a full-time job, and I was not very good with money. I was spending a lot of it on my credit card, getting in debt, and I had a lot of debt. At one point, I had a negative net worth of like negative 30-something thousand, and I didn't have anything really to my name. Like, I had maybe I didn't really save money until I had financial difficulty, and I read all these books that said you need to pay yourself first. You need to have, you know, investment savings and all these things. So I started doing that. Hi, Unverin, welcome. So I started paying myself first, you know, putting aside money, investing. And 5-6 years later, in 2016, I ended up quitting my job, having about $500 a month in passive income, paying off all my debt. So that $30,000 of debt was gone, right? Hello. And improved my net worth from negative 30,000 to over 6 figures. Isn't that amazing? We bought this condo in 2017. We just redid the floors. I didn't have a webinar one week because we were renovating the floors, and I was like, oh my God. But we just redid the floors. I just put in an offer with Jamel, my husband, yesterday. Got accepted to buy another condo upstairs as an investment property. So I'm going to now own investment property. I've never done that either. So we went on a cruise, 5 weeks of vacation last year. Anyway, big change, right? I don't have a full-time job anymore. I do this part-time. And what I do part-time is to help people become financially free as quickly as possible. That's why someone texted me, he's like, are you on a webinar this morning? I'm like, yes, jump on. It's one of my clients. So my plan is to work hard for until about 40, then invest it all and live on investments. Why don't you invest it now and live now on your investments? Does that sound lazy? It sounds like you're working too hard. That's what I think. But anyway, the point of financial freedom for me, and that's what this topic today is about, is not about working hard. It's about working smart and having free time. Okay. So one of the things that I realized when I finally did quit my job, and even before I quit my job, hi Jay Monty, was that I was kind of nervous and I was kind of not sure if I wanted all that free time. You know, I was afraid if I quit my job, I would become lazy. Like I would sleep all day and do nothing. And who cares really? But I had that thought in my head. I was judging myself, you know, and I was afraid that if I didn't have a boss hounding me, or I wouldn't be productive, I wouldn't do something useful with my life. And it actually affected how long I worked my job. Yeah, the Western world morale seems to me to be about working yourself to death. Hi, Anecdote. Yeah, Dan Carp, welcome. I agree. I heard of it, just be proud of it. I know people do that all the time. They work really hard. They're proud of it, even though it is killing them. Hi, Peregrine. And it's true, because I had someone at my job who died literally before he retired. And he had a lot of stress. You could tell he was overweight. Body wasn't healthy. And he died before he retired. He died about 1 month before he retired. Just went home and fell asleep and died in his bed. Hi, 700D. Hold on. This guy's so funny. Click on the link you got in the email. Someone wants to get on the email. Okay. Tizzy the Greek, welcome. Hi, guys. So, sorry, someone wants to get on. He doesn't know how to get on. That's funny. Okay. So, yeah, I agree. A lot of people in the United States and that I know work a lot. I mean, a lot. Hi, Bad Roland. And I'm going to talk about a typical schedule of someone who used to work, who used to work at my job, and people who work at my job. Like, I quit, so I don't do that anymore. But this is what people do, all right, in the United States anyway, in Hawaii especially, is they would wake up at 3 a.m. They would wake up their baby, right? They would wake up their baby at like 4 a.m., right? Where I live, I feel you are considered a loser if you don't dedicate yourself to your job. That's your feeling, though, you know? You can change your feeling. See, nobody has that feeling but you, all right? So if you feel like you have to be dedicated to your job, that's your feeling, okay? So today we're going to talk about your feelings, our feelings, yeah? And that's the only thing that really matters. And that's the only thing you can change anyway. So we'll talk about that. But let's talk about a typical schedule, right? So the pink, I mean, someone wakes up 3 a.m., they wake up their baby at 4 a.m. because they have to get in the car by 5 a.m., and they have to drive to town, and the traffic's really bad, and it takes them like 1 to 2 hours to get to town. And then they have to drop their baby off at preschool at like 6:30 a.m. or 7 a.m. And then they have to go to their jobs, and they go to bed at like 6 p.m. And I'd be below 27. And they get off work at like 4:30. So it kind of blew my mind. I'm like, that's insanity, right? But you can't tell people that, because it's crazy how many people have that kind of schedule in Hawaii. It's ridiculous. Okay, really crazy. So I was like, that's insane, right? That's insane. Hi, Erika Iglesias. So I was like, that's bizarre. And but that's just the way it is in Hawaii with a lot of people, right? Now, I refuse to live that way. Obviously, I quit that job. Hi, Maris, and I wake up with my son sleeping right now at 6:50 a.m. now, right? It's 6:50 a.m. now. Hi, Vivar. I woke up at 6:15 a.m. to do this webinar. This is the earliest I ever wake up in general, because I like to wake up before he wakes up to do webinars. But these days he wakes up at like 9, 10. And honestly, if I'm tired after this webinar, I'm going to go back to bed. And I'm just going to sleep with him until he wakes up. These are the hearts, guys. And that's really what my schedule's like. I go to sleep. except on the one day a week where I do a webinar. It's 7:50 p.m. here. I just came from work. Coolness, coolness. And so I generally wake up if I don't have a webinar in the morning, and I generally don't. Sometimes I do. Hi, Ren Jr. I wake up usually around 10:30, 11, 10:30-ish. Sometimes I wake up before 10. And I wake up with my son who's 4. And he doesn't have to wake up at some ungodly hour. Crazy, actually, how early people wake up their children to go to preschool. And he doesn't go to preschool. He's 4. 3 a.m. to Friday. Oh, it's 3 a.m. Wow. Thanks for being on. Hi, Lake. Welcome. Hi, James Bond. Welcome, Junior. So let's talk about this. All right. So breaking through this difficulty of people, hi, Bob, people who want to be financially free, like me. I had this struggle too. You know, I wanted to be financially free, but I was kind of struggling between the fact that I would have all this free time. Right. Hi, HGV PhD. Welcome. And is it a good thing or a bad thing? And what we do, like when I wake up in the morning with Jordan, is we make breakfast, we make oatmeal, and we eat it. It usually takes a while to eat. He's 4. And then when we finally finish eating, we do something. Maybe one day a week we'll like do laundry or whatever. And then we'll go out to the playground or the zoo or the aquarium or the beach. I went to the beach with him on Monday, right? And we just played in the sand and all this stuff. AAGW, welcome. Surprise Greg, welcome. And so free time was not actually a problem for me, but I thought it would be. But I'm just going to tell you guys kind of my schedule. So it's not a very rushed schedule, and it's pretty, you're welcome, AAGW. It's pretty like free flowing, you know, and I'll call my husband during the day or text him and see what he's doing, and he'll come home usually around 3 or so. And then, hold on one second, guys. Hi, Norma Jean. Welcome. Thanks for the hearts. So, and then he'll like take a nap, or I might take a nap with him when Jordan. Yesterday, we all napped around 2:30, like my husband, me, and my son, you know. So, hi, Pecan 13. So, I mean, and last night, yeah, we watched a movie with my mom. She came over. We watched The Greatest Showman. Thanks for the hearts. That's kind of an idea of my lifestyle now. But let's talk about the virtues of having free time. All right, let's get to the topic, and then we'll discuss it more. So a lot of people might think that having free time is a bad thing. Hi, Tony, that, you know, you should be working, you should be busy. And it's not true, okay? So what is good about having a lot of free time? All right, hi, I'm going to Oasi, welcome. Let's talk about it. So one of the good things about having free time is that you're happier. Hi, Stoic 101. You're not rushing around, you know, wondering what you have to do next, being all busybody and stressed because you're all here and there and everywhere and you're wondering what's going on with your life. You don't have that feeling. Yeah, my husband does go to work. He actually loves his work. It's amazing how much he loves his work. Yeah, he does provide income for our family, and our investments provide income. So we have, so when I quit, our investments were making $500 a month in passive income, which wasn't enough for me to quit if I had been by myself. But because he was working when I quit, we saved $22,000 a year in taxes just for me quitting my job. Can you believe that? Taxes are crazy. But if I kept working, we would have paid 22 grand in taxes. So it was like cheaper for me to quit, if that makes sense. Hi, Texas. And so I am in charge of investing our money. We bought we're gonna buy a condo upstairs soon. So hopefully, my goal is to get our passive income up to 3 grand a month by August. You live alone, but since I have no kids, it would be easier to live on investments. So good. Yeah, living on investments, you can start anytime. Like I said, when I quit, I was making $500 a month. And that was enough for me to quit. So whatever you guys do, you can start passive income now. Mostly from dividends, from stocks that pay dividends, mostly. Although we are going to buy an investment property upstairs. We're going into escrow today. We finally accepted our offer. So some of it will be rental income as well. Okay. Let's begin. So one of the things that, oh, and if you want more information, like some of you are asking me a lot of questions about dividend income, about this and that. If you want to know more about all my investments and what I do and stuff, I have a blog. It's called yesfinanciallyfree.com. Okay, so YES, financial with another LY, financially free.com. So yesfinanciallyfree.com is my blog. If you go there, you can also put in your first name and your email and get on my email list, and I'll tell you when I do these webinars. Yes, there it is. Yesfinanciallyfree.com. You got it exactly. If you go there, I have a whole list of blog posts I did, and have to go. Followed you. We'll be back soon. Great. Yeah, if you go to that blog, put in your info, and you can read all these blog posts, and I have stuff I did on investing. So today's not the investing webinar, but I've done that kind of thing. So just go there and browse whatever you want to know. And it's all there. I think I've blogged about everything I've ever done to create passive income, whatever. So just go check it out. Hi, Albert. Welcome. So let's talk about it. So if you feel guilty about having free time, if you feel guilty about not being busy, like your friends and your whoever is in your life, then we're going to get rid of that today. To quit my job, it took about 5 to 6 years. I'm actually not financially free yet in Hawaii. If I moved to Thailand, I would be. Hawaii's kind of expensive. So $500 a month doesn't make you free in Hawaii. Hi, Charlie Road. Welcome. So, but it took about 5, 6 years to get enough to quit my job and change my lifestyle. It takes, you wouldn't believe, if you follow the principles, you can change your life very quickly. You might not become completely financially free, but you might be able to work part-time instead of full-time, or switch to a career that you love that maybe pays less, but you can afford because you have passive income generation and all that. So you can change your life dramatically, 5 years or less, depending on how much money you make and how good you are, and if you follow the principles and stuff like that. And anyway, the principles are on my blog. So let's talk about this. First virtue of having free time is you're happier. You're happier because you have more time to yourself. Right? You have more time to take naps, get enough sleep, right? You have more time to think about, what you want your life to be like. You have more time to spend with your children or your husband, exactly, and have sex. That's true. No, it's not even joking, because I told my boss that. I was like, I want to have more kids, and we're so busy at this working a job and everything. He's like, okay, you can quit. So basically, you have more time for that kind of thing. You have more time for sex. You have more time for all kinds of things. So you're happier. You have more time to work out, right? I go to yoga twice a week now. I have this other Zumba strong class at the gym. I go running. I actually run my son. Those people run their kids around in the strollers. I run him to the playground. I run him to the zoo. So I'm more active, right? I go to the ocean more. I'm outside more. So it makes me a happier person, right? And when you're a happier person, it's better for you, and it's also better for everyone around you, right? Sure, I can help you. Just go to my blog. I have programs there if you want to sign up. You can sign up for a program. So if you become happier, right? If you're married like me, my husband is happier because I'm happier, right? Because happiness is contagious. Yes, I do coaching. My son is happier because he gets to see me more. He used to only see me really early in the morning when I run out the door and when I came back from work, which honestly was killing me. I was actually really heartbroken about that, which is why I quit my job, because I can't handle that. It's like, I need to see my son more. Yeah. And yeah, check out my blog. If you go to my blog, it has my program. If you want to sign up for my programs, they're there too. Or message me when we're done. So, so number 1 virtue, you're a happier person. Okay, and that makes the world a happier place. Number 2 virtue is you're healthier. You're healthier because you get more sleep. Hi, Roger, 2018, right? If you have more sleep, you don't get as sick. I don't know, it's an amazing thing, but I never get sick anymore. I never go to the doctor for a cold anymore. I used to go to a doctor for a cold every 3 months when I worked a job. Sometimes I would have a cold for a month, Hi, Tim043. If you watch my old webinars on my blog, I always was sniffing like that. It was funny. I mean, kind of tragic, but it was funny because I always had a little bit of a cold, and I thought that was normal in the morning to be sniffing. But now that I don't work a full-time job anymore, and I have more free time. Hi, Ogra Meti, welcome to Periscope. I don't do that anymore. I never sniff on these webinars anymore, ever since I quit my job. It's amazing, like how much healthier I am. I never go doctor, right? My son doesn't go to the doctor anymore. When I was working, he would get sick, right? And he was going to school. He would get sick, and we would actually have arguments, my husband and I, about whether he should take this inhaler thing. Because I'd be like, he doesn't have asthma. And he's like, oh, he should do this inhaler thing. They say he has this wheezing thing, and he never gets sick now. We threw that away. We threw away that inhaler stuff because he never gets sick. And it's all because he doesn't go to school, right? And I'm at home and I take care of him. We sleep in, we get enough sleep. There's no stress. It's so much better. I don't know. To me, cool. So to me, it's like you get healthier, and that's the truth. And my husband is healthier. He still works a job. He still works, although his job is much better than the job I worked. I didn't want to work that job. The job he works, he actually likes his job. So I know my funnel needs help. Are you good at making funnels? I would totally love it if you could help me with my funnel, because I already know. Hi, Joe. Thanks for being a super fan. Welcome to the scope. Funnelcraft.com or co? Is it co? Anyway, maybe we could trade. I do trade sometimes. Really? You should. If you want to help becoming financially free, I could put you in one of my masterminds, and you can help me with funnels. It would really be awesome, because I am looking for someone to help me with funnels. I already know my funnels aren't great. Hi, Kim. They function. They function. Oh, you want a deal? Okay, message me for real. So, maydoldalau@gmail.com is my email if you want to directly contact me. So let's continue. So my husband is healthier. He used to get sick along with all of us, and now he never gets sick either. So none of us get sick. It's my name on Periscope, my handle, maydoldalau. Just put @gmail on it. That's my email. It's really easy. So, yeah. So anyway, what's your name? The 3 greatest. So when you email me, I know who you are. Hi, Roger. Rogers Jr. Hi, Varia. Okay, so Josiah. Yeah, did I say that right? Okay, so that's the 3rd virtue. You're healthier. And when you're a healthier person, hi, Roba, when you're healthier, everyone around you gets healthier. And I'm a testament to that, like I said, because I got healthier. I never get sick. My son never gets sick. My husband never gets sick. How many people do you know never get sick? You know, when I used to work, everybody got sick. HSN, welcome. Like, oh, they're sick. I'm sick. You know, and now I am, like I literally said, I'm never sick. Oh, you know, hi, Lula, welcome. If I feel like sleeping, you know, as long as my son is cool with it, we take a nap and we go to sleep. So, I mean, I think a lot of times people get sick because they're too tired and they don't get rest. I mean, I really believe that now that I haven't worked a job since 2016. I really believe that, because it's like, if you get enough rest and you just aren't rushing around and being crazy, if you get enough exercise, you're just healthy. So, moving on. So that is another virtue of being free, is not getting sick anymore, being healthy. You know, it's inspiring to other people. So I'm going to actually go to my blog right now, because I wrote out the 9 virtues, and I'm going to read them from my blog because I don't remember them all. So hold on. I'm going to do number 3 now. So that's why my blog is very helpful, even for me. I'm looking at it right now. So I'm going to go to my list. By the way, I'm broadcasting live on my blog, if you didn't know. I'm broadcasting on YouTube Live, and my YouTube Live comes live on my blog as I do these live webinars. So you can catch me on Periscope, you can catch me on my blog live, or you can catch me wherever. So virtue number 3. You prove to others that they can be financially free too, right? That's the 3rd virtue. If you become financially free, you quit your job. Other people get inspired by your story, right? They're like, oh my God, she can do it. I can do it too, right? Right? Because, you know, if she can become financially free, why can't I? She was a banking assistant, you know, she wasn't like a fancy job title, right? But she created a way to quit her job. She creates passive income. Now they're buying an investment property. They're going to own 2 properties. You know, who knows how many they'll own next year. Thanks with hearts. So, I mean, think about it. When you do something, the people around you are watching you, and then they get inspired. So whatever you're doing, is it inspiring them or not? So when you become financially free or quit that job that you hated and start living a life that you really enjoy, they're going to notice. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to do it too. Or they're going to think they could do it and start thinking about it. But people around me are getting coached by me because I do it. Do you see? And then they're like, I can do it too. So I have members, you know, creating passive income, and they're starting to look for properties to buy, or they're starting to buy dividend yielding stocks. They're starting to save money. They're starting to pay themselves passive income. Why? Because I do it. When you become financially free, the people around you will do it. And that is a virtue. That is something that you can be proud of, right? Hi, Brazil. Hi, Blank. Welcome. Thanks for the hearts, everyone. So this is something that you really have to really think about. You know, your life affects everyone around you, you know, always. It doesn't even matter what you do. You don't even realize it. So if you become financially free, if you take time out for yourself to be healthy, to be happy, to have more free time, you create a space where other people become more comfortable doing it for themselves, right? So that's the 3rd virtue of becoming financially free. 4th virtue of having free time and becoming financially free. You take responsibility for your money and your freedom instead of relying on others and playing victim all the time. That's what most people do. Oh, I have to, you know, I have to do it because of my job, You know, your job doesn't own your life. You're actually your own person. Your job is not you. Hi, Ivy South, welcome. You might have to work your job right now because you need the money. Hi, Mori91, but with a little planning and a little strategy, you don't have to be working it that long. Really, I know, I did it. I understand how to do it. And I wasn't making tons of money. I was making 30 grand a year in Hawaii, okay? So it's definitely possible, okay? So hi, Wing K, welcome. So you becoming financially free means that you're taking control of your money. You're taking responsibility for your life. You're saying, I control my life. I choose my destiny. I'm going to be free. I'm going to have free time, right? I'm going to take care of my money so it creates investment income so I can live off of it, right? And then you're not playing victim anymore. You're not being like, oh, I need a job. Oh, why does my boss not give me a raise? Blah, 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 right? You're not doing that anymore. And that is a virtue. It's a virtue to take control and take responsibility for yourself, right? Stand up for yourself. Be a man or a woman or whatever. Hi, Naha Lovka. It's not time to be like blaming the world for your circumstance. It's time to take control of your life and improve it. And that's another virtue of becoming financially free. It shows that you have the control and the ability to take control of your money and take control of your life. Hi, Franco Boni, welcome. Virtue number 5 of having free time and living financially free is that you can serve others more instead of focusing on your own survival. See, last night I took my neighbor next door to a presentation of a course, a Personal Success Institute course called the Basic Seminar. And it's a 3-day course where you get to focus on, you know, tools to help you get whatever you want, whether it's to get married or have a better job, make more money, whatever. It's like, it's a course where you go and you work on yourself, and it's personal development, and it's really cool. So I took her to a presentation, and then we signed her up. Hi, Alexander. Hi, Armando. Hi, Peppermint 13. Hi, 3 Greatest. Welcome back. So, or Josiah, right? So that's what we did. And I did that because I have the time, right? I have the time to take her. And I was focusing on her. And she really wants more change in her life. She wants more money in her life. She wants all these things. So that's what I did. I got to do that. I got to serve others. And when you're financially free, you get to do that. When you have more free time, you have more free time to go hang out with your neighbors and take them to cool events. You have more time to do community service. You have more time for things that really matter, like your family, like to go on vacations and visit your family, or to go to church or participate more in your community. So that is another virtue of having free time, being financially free, is you can actually focus on other people instead of yourself and surviving and living month to month and all being so self-centered. right? So that's another virtue of being financially free. Virtue number 6 of having free time and being financially free is you become a source of inspiration for others and information for others to want to be financially free. So a lot of people on here were asking me questions. Oh, how do you get your passive income? Blah, blah, blah. And I actually have answers for them. I'm not going to tell you now because it's on my blog. Go there. But, you know, I actually have answers. So I am a source of inspiration and information for people who want to become financially free. So that's another reason to become financially free and have more free time. First of all, you'll have the time to answer the questions people have for you. And second of all, you'll have the information available so you can help people that you love or care about. Hi, IX Baba, welcome. You have the ability to tell people, this is how you can become financially free. This is how you can arrange your money so that you can have more free time. This is how you can change your life so you enjoy it for the best, right? Hi, Sax, welcome. Number 7 virtue of having free time and living a financially free life is you have more choices. You have more choices, right? You can choose to do this. You can choose to do that. You know, I can choose to have lunch with someone. I can choose to hang out here or hang out there, right? When I used to work a job, I had to ask my boss for permission, and sometimes they wouldn't give it to me, right? If I wanted to take a long lunch, it was almost impossible, right? Unless I was talking to a client. If I wanted to, you know, take a day off, you know, I'd have to tell them in advance. Hi, Alex Figu. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I understand, you know, when you have a job, they count on you. Hi, Jay Monty, you're part of an enterprise. So I understand the whole concept, but I'm just telling you that if you don't have to work that job, you know, you have more choices. You can choose to do something. Like there was a retreat that I went on last weekend, and it was 3 days, Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And all I had to do was make sure that, you know, my husband could handle Jordan, our 4-year-old. And then I went, right? So I didn't have to ask a boss for Friday off or anything like that. I don't have a boss. Unless you count my 4-year-old as my boss. I take care of him. But anyway, but you see what I'm saying? You have more choices. And that's a virtue. It's virtuous to have more choices. Number 8, virtue of having free time, being financially free. You can live outside the box and you can tap into your creativity. As soon as you're not tied down to a job, you're already living a different life than most people. You know, most people have this regimented life where they have to live a certain way. And once you become financially free or close to it, or like me, where you take the steps to become financially free, you get to a point where you don't have to work a job anymore. You get to do what you like. You never get sick, you know, you do all these things that are different from other people. And you start seeing things differently than other people. You live outside the box. You're more creative. You think differently. You see different opportunities. You know, you see, like, I look around for investments all the time. And a lot of people are busy working their job. They're not looking for investments. They're relying on other people who don't know how to invest. For me, I'm always looking for investments. I'm always looking for passive income generation. I'm looking for, you know, ways that my son and I can have more fun outside when we go around. All kinds of things. Hi, Oscan, welcome. I'm thinking of ways to, like, you know, I like to write love letters to my husband, you know, things like this. You get to tap into your creativity and live outside the box and just do more interesting things with your life. Hi, Sweet BBC, welcome. Like when I ran off to Laie Point and just hung out there on the cliffs looking at the ocean for like 2 hours, 3 hours last weekend. You know, I swim with the fish in the sea. Try it. I mean, it's just better to not be confined to a specific social belief. Thanks to the hearts. And to actually, hi, Deborah, welcome, actually live outside of that kind of standard lifestyle everyone has. So when you become financially free, have more free time, you're no longer pinned to that. And then you become like a different person. So it just makes life more fun. Let's just put it that way. Hi, Samer67, welcome. And the 9th virtue of having free time living a financial free life is because it's fun and it's cool and it motivates others to live their best lives too. And that's the truth. So when I tell people what I do for a living, which is be a mom and a wife, and I coach people part-time on how to be financially free, most people think that's pretty cool. You know, they're like, wow, that's neat. And it is. And it's fun, you know. I enjoy it. I think it's cool. And I inspire and motivate others to live their best life too. And I think that is a wonderful thing to do, right? It gives me fulfillment. And I don't take excuses from people. I'm like, if someone is unhappy, I'll be like, well, change your life. And they know that I mean it because I changed mine. Okay? Because I changed my life to be happier. So when I tell them to change their life, they know I'm talking from a space of you can do it. You can make your life something that you love and that you enjoy every day. Hi, Albert Tom, welcome. So those are the 9 virtues of having free time and living a financially free life. I hope that helps you overcome any mental blocks you have to having free time and to having more financial freedom. So number 1 was you'll be happier and the people around you will be happier when you're financially free. You're healthier and the people around you will be healthier. You prove to others that they can have financial freedom too. You take responsibility for your money and your time freedom instead of relying on others and playing victim. Virtue number 5, you can serve others more instead of focusing on your own survival. Virtue number 6, you become a source of inspiration and information for others who want to become financially free. Virtue number 7, you have choices. Virtue number 8 of having more free time and living a financially free life, you live outside the box and you tap into your creativity. And virtue number 9 of having free time, living a financially free life is because it's fun and cool and that motivates others to live their best lives too. Okay, that's it, guys. So check out my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com, YesFinanciallyFree.com. Hi, Shah Zagafi, welcome. Check out my blog, put in your name, email, get on my email list, and get updates on these webinars. If you want coaching, go to Finance Freedom Training Live. FinanceFreedomMastermind.com. So that's FinanceFreedomMastermind.com/LIVE. And that's where you can sign up for my training. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next week, Wednesday. I did reset my alarms. I should be able to wake up early on Wednesday again, but next week's webinar will be on Wednesday. So have a great day. Aloha and thank you. Thank you for being on live. Thank you. Thank you so much for being on my YouTube live. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're on the channel, and go ahead and peruse the blog if you're on the blog. And thank you for being here. Aloha.